So hello there folks, welcome to Town of Salem. We'll be playing a bit of this today. We've been playing this on the multiplayer channel, but I've decided to do some single player videos on it as well, because it's a bit easier for me to show you how the game works without worrying about giving away my role to the other players. The first video we did I was Godfather, so I had to lie like all the way through the video, so it wasn't very good at like explaining what was going on or anything like that. So hopefully this will help. If you haven't played this game yet, it's free to play. You can play it at blankmediagames.com/Town of Salem. There will be a link in the description and in the end slate at the end of the video. It was on Kickstarter, but it passed its Kickstarter goals. And it's one of those free-to-play games where it has microtransactions, or it will do when it comes out of alpha, but they're only cosmetic upgrades. There's nothing gameplay-based, so there's no sort of pay-to-win element to it. So yeah, I'll try and show you how it works. It's sort of a murder mystery, and you've got to try and figure out like what character everyone is and whether they're good, whether they're bad, that sort of thing. You get to choose. You might have seen me. I just picked a random house and a random town. I'm picking my guy now. I'm going to be this guy. Again, it's only cosmetic. There's no benefit to picking different characters or anything other than like making yourself not stand out, sort of thing. You also get to pick a name, which you'll see me do in a moment. Here we go. Sorry about the keyboard sounds. I can't really do anything about that. I'm going to call myself the shopkeeper, and over here you can see the other people who are joining the game now. Man, Bear, Pig. Brilliant. That's a nice name. I like that. People who don't pick a name in time, you can see the timer up in the top right. They'll just be assigned a random name from a set pool. There we go. These, like John Proctor, Giles Corey, Idat Lawson, Edward Bishop, John Hawthorne, Mary Johnson, those are all names that have been assigned by the computer because they didn't pick quick enough. We'll find out our role. We are an investigator. So we are town. That means we're good guys. So we need to find the evil guys. I'll be typing in this window at the bottom every so often, just because if I don't, people will think I'm suspicious and will hang me. So it's always good to at least talk to some degree, even if you are filming, otherwise you'll get hung. So I'm an investigator. I get to investigate people. So the first person I'm going to investigate, I've decided, is Flabber. So tonight I will investigate Flabber and I will find out some information about them. This is my will. I'm going to put in, there's no disguiser, so I'm just going to put night 1, investigated Flabber. And then at the end of the night I will update that to include the information that I've discovered. That way, if I do die, my will be shown to the rest of the players, so the townspeople will know like what I've found out, basically. Because the thing is, my target was denied the doctor or serial killer. So there you go. We know they're the doctor or the serial killer. So hopefully, I mean, there's no point me telling people that now because then they'll know I'm the investigator and then they'll probably just kill me overnight. So what we need to do is sort of work with the other players to find out what information they've got and see if we can figure out what's going on. Man, Bear, Pig died. He was killed by the serial killer you might have seen up there. This is the death note the serial killer has left behind. It's just a nice little way to taunt people and maybe leave like false, misleading information, stuff like that. Man, Bear, Pig was the medium, so the medium's dead. That seems to happen quite a lot. Bunny committed suicide, which means she disconnected from the game, but she was also killed by the mafia. And she was bodyguard. Great. If she hadn't left from the game, she might have killed the mafia because she was a bodyguard, but she hasn't. You'll see here some of the people have left the game now. Oh, great. Brilliant. So they will all, overnight, they will all commit suicide. So in the morning, they will all be dead. I will just add my 2 cents into the box there so people don't hang me. So yeah, it looks like we're going to have 4 or 5 people commit suicide overnight. Brilliant. I don't think the guy I investigated left, so there's still the potential that he could be the doctor or the serial killer. Now, we don't know which, but if the doctor dies tomorrow, we will know he's the serial killer. So I'm going to update my will. I'm going to put Doctor/SK, which is shorthand for serial killer. I'm also going to get ready for night 2. So, everyone's dead. And over here we've got the votes. We can vote to hang people during the day. These people that have got the brackets around the name are people who've DC'd, so that you know not to bother doing anything with them. The SK is a fan of South Park. Well, yeah, that's true, because he put the Al Gore reference in his will, but that's all we know. So yeah, we don't know anything today, so the chances of us hanging someone are pretty slim. As you can see, the voting period is almost up, and that'll be the end of the day phase, and we'll all go to bed again. I'm going to investigate Wop Wop tonight, I think. Where's Wop Wop? Number 15. We'll have a look at Wop Wop, see what we can find out. Now, with any luck, the Doctor will die tomorrow, in which case we know that Flabber's the serial killer. But unfortunately, I'm guessing there's not going to be many townies left by that point, and it's looking like somebody else might win this. This is always a bit of a problem. You never know if people are going to leave or not. It's not usually this bad, though. It's not usually anywhere near as bad as this. That many people leaving in one night is a surprise. Oh, I was attacked by the serial killer and I've died. Bodyguard, jailer, or lookout. So Wop Wop is definitely a townie. Oh my god, look at all these deaths. So hopefully, what will happen is my will be shown. And people can work out from that Flabber is the serial killer. We'll see if it works. So this guy was killed by the jailer, and he was a blackmailer. Brilliant. So that's one mafia taken out. The shopkeeper was killed. That was me. Stabbed by a serial killer. Because I filled out my will, we will see my will now, which everyone will see. So there we go. Flabber is either Doctor or serial killer. So obviously, if we find out one of these dead people is the Doctor, then we know Flabber is definitely the serial killer. It's just sort of a logical deduction process. And there's my role. I was Investigator. This is going to take a while now. There's a lot of dead people here. So this guy he committed suicide because he DC'd. He was the mayor. So that's you get another townie down. That's 4 town out of 7. This guy committed suicide. He was probably town as well. Let's have a look. Oh wow. He left the will, but it was blank. Brilliant. Well done. Good effort there, son. He was the arsonist. Oh, well. It's good to get him out of the way, I suppose. KKK committed suicide. And what was he? We've also got 2 amnesiacs in this game. It was a custom game. It was means you can get to choose what roles are there. Edward Bishop. I'm guessing he's going to be one of these other people's going to be amnesiac as well, I guess. Oh, Godfather. Oh, wow. That is big news. That is big news indeed. So now there's only 1 mafia left. What was Mary Johnson? Mary Johnson was witch. Maybe Town might stand a chance after all. John Proctor, what role was he? It's got to be the Doctor. Come on, one of them has to be the Doctor. There's the Doctor. Right, so we know Flabber's a serial killer then, because there is only 1 Doctor. Here's the role list. There was only 1 Doctor. Man Bear Pig has been resurrected. That's pretty interesting. He seems quite surprised by that. He doesn't understand what's going on. The question is, are the townies that are remaining smart enough to realise that Flabber is now the SK? Here we go. John Spliffer said we know who the Doctor is. But will they hang him? Will they hang the serial killer? Are they smart enough? This is the question. People tend to be a bit stupid about this game sometimes. John Spliff, though, he's going for Flabber. Look, he's asking for some defence there. Flabber said, fuck, he knows the jig is up. Wow. So with any luck, he's going to get hung today. And that will be him taken out. But there is still a mafia member who we can see is the consigliere. However, because the Godfather has died, the consigliere will get promoted to either mafioso or Godfather. I'm not sure. I haven't been the consigliere much. Why are we voting against Flabber? This guy is clueless. He has no idea what's going on. Probably his first time. So he hasn't understood the logic there of the fact that if she's Doctor or serial killer and the Doctor's dead, she has to be the serial killer. So here we can see the town will be voting. We won't get to see the voting screen because I'm dead. But the town will get to vote, innocent or guilty. And it's a good opportunity for people to try and hide their true role. Like, if you're a member of the Mafia and they're trying to hang a member of the Mafia, voting innocent just gives you away. Because if the rest of the people vote guilty, they will see that you've voted innocent and they will suspect that you're Mafia. So you have to play quite smart. But I mean, I'd imagine everyone's going to vote guilty for Flabber. because it should be completely obvious that they're the serial killer. There we go. Guilty, 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 guilty. Everyone's fully aware of what's going on. They get 5 seconds to type in any last words, and they've chosen to stay silent. So that's, that's their prerogative, I guess. We will get to see their will. Did anyone else lose audio? I have the audio off because the audio switches music and sound effects off at the same time. You can't choose between them, and I think the music might be copyright. I'm not sure. Flabber was the serial killer. That was obvious. We knew that. We knew that. So there's 5 people left, and we know Wop Wop is Town. We figured that out on the night we died. We didn't get a chance to write it in our will. Oh. There we go. The medium is talking to me, so I've just informed her that Wop Wop is Town so that she knows. So there we go. The medium chose to spoke to me. That was a very clever move by her. But now she knows that she can trust Wop Wop and that her and Wop Wop can work together. That might be enough. I mean, there's only one mafia left. That might be enough for them to figure out who is the mafia and kill them. So we could still win. Town could still win this. It's going to be quite interesting. Nobody died. Nobody died. That suggests that the mafia is either playing it safe or somebody was protected somehow. John Spliff is saying that he was in jail, which is possible. It is possible. Because if the mafia attacked him while he was in jail, he would have survived. Manbear Pig is just revealed himself as the medium by saying that Wop Wop is Town. So we now know that these 2 guys are both Town. So the remaining blackmail is either John Spliff, Katniss Everdeen, or John Hawthorne. John Hawthorne might have been bluffing earlier when he was pretending to be stupid, or he might have just been a bit stupid. We don't know. Katniss... We don't know about Katniss, but it seems like Manbear Pig trusts her, so she might be the jailer, but she's asking who the jailer is. Ooh, who can say? Who can say? I mean, the thing is, the jailer by this point... John Hawthorne is saying he's the jailer and he jailed Wop Wop, so by logical deduction, he should be smart enough now to realise that John Spliff is Mafia. That's the way it should work out. No guarantees. Katniss is a bit of a wild card. Nobody's sort of given any information out about her. But John Hawthorne could also be lying. As you can see, the town decided to vote against him. We'll find out tonight. The jailer can actually kill the person that he jails, so if the jailer is smart, he'll just put the mafia in jail tonight and kill them. But he might not be smart enough. Out of the people that were remaining, there is also still one amnesiac. An amnesiac can pick a role from the graveyard and become that role. So he could choose to team up with the mafia by becoming the blackmailer, maybe. Or he could choose to team up with the town. If he was smart, I would say he'd be best picking Doctor from the graveyard and becoming a Doctor. That would pretty much guarantee a town victory. But people don't always know this. So hopefully this is helping. John Hawthorne is dead. We're about to find out if he was killed by the jailer or the mafia, which will give us a clue as to what's going on. He was killed by the jailer. So there's a pretty good chance in that case that he was the mafia and that Katniss is the amnesiac. Let's have a look. Oh, he's saying Katniss could be the retributionist. Well, he was mafia. He was mafia, so he's dead. And that's the mafia over with. The town wins. John Spliff, Wop Wop, Katniss, Shopkeeper, Manbear Pig have all won. Brilliant. I'm not sure if the amnesiac already picked a role and I didn't notice. Oh, no, there it is. An amnesiac remembered that they were a bodyguard. They chose last night to join the town and won. So that was absolutely fantastic. Great comeback by Town there. Yeah, so there you go. Maybe that helps you understand how the game works. Remember, if you want, you can go play it for free. There'll be a link coming up in any second now. And we'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Ha 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 ha!